Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Space Engineers. I'm here with Captain Jaws.
Yardy har.
And we are down in our bat cave. And there's some slight changes because at the end of the last episode, when we were messing around with those gravity generators, you know what we like to do with gravity generators. And what happened last time we were messing around with gravity generators? Our one artificial mass block got affected by that. And we had foolishly left that on the GOD. Yeah. Last time we tested it, we just kind of left it to open itself, so we never thought about turning that off. And unfortunately, that's one of those spherical generators, when they first fired up, were on like the full settings, and it did some damage. So we got some footage of that we're going to show you right now, so we hope you enjoy, and we'll see you back in a moment.
Well, we have a problem. It has phased through the entire station. No, wait, through the station? Yeah, through the station as well. What I'm saying is that no blocks are actually destroyed. It has just phased through, and it's like on/in the station. Let's see what happens when we try to fly it. Full speed ahead. It's not moving.
Yeah, it's moving a little bit within the block.
It is? Oh yeah, it is moving. We can do this, Moribus. This is so going to be my screenshot for this episode.
Oh, it is totally destroying stuff now.
Oh, it has one stick. One of the rails are still inside.
Oh wow, it like sliced through. Oh, definitely caused damage this time.
Yeah. We couldn't contain the god of grinding. Are you chasing me?
Surprisingly hard to hit you. Oh, this beacon is terrible.
Whoops.
I ran out of ammo a while ago.
Oh.
So I can only smash.
No, don't you?
What?
No!
Oh, you got me though.
Oh god, that was so close.
There you have it. So that looked pretty much not really fixable. At least.
No.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Not without spending like 30 hours on it. So we did end up reverting our save, and we had saved right before we had done any of this work down here because we wanted to test the sensor real quick, so we did a backup of that, and the sensor crapped out the game, so we had to undo that, but we had that backup. So I spent some time last night while Jaws was sleeping, and I rebuilt what we did on the episode. So we got our two little docking bays, and I just threw some armor blocks around it to provide a bit of protection, but in hindsight I think I probably should have put heavy armor, because parking your ship I kind of roasted some of that light armor. It all depends, I guess, on how they end up docking.
Yeah.
I also spent some time mining out a bunch of iron. So this cave is getting bigger now. And
it is.
While I was doing that, I also messed around in creative with some more spherical gravity generators because I was enjoying what we were doing at the end of the last episode. And I decided to install some here. So you can you could see by having two of them, you can kind of influence where the ore will go, where it will collect. So I'm going to turn on this Batcave ore siphon, and that's going to do a couple things. It's going to turn on these two green flashing lights, and it's also going to turn on a couple gravity generators that are behind here. So there's one spherical gravity generator right behind, and then facing away from that is just a linear one. So if we bring up the HUD, whoops, boing. If we bring up the HUD here and look kind of towards the gravity generator, you can see there's a force of 0.5, and it's pointing roughly out here. So that's kind of what that linear guy is doing. He's being affected by the spherical one a bit as well, but he's trying to get anything that's behind him basically in front of him. And then that spherical generator is pulling everything towards it, and it ends up being the focal point is right here at this collector. So I think we could demonstrate this real quick. I'll hop into the molar. Whoops. And get out of hibernation mode. that worked. I think I fixed it so I don't crash horribly.
That's nice.
Okay. Yay!
Yay.
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh.
Apparently those still turned on. Okay, well, I lost a drill. I'm going to start mining here, and what I'll probably actually just do is turn him on auto if I can and get out of there without dying. Okay. So we should see the ore kind of swirling around, but it should eventually... I don't know how much of it, mind you. I'm sure a lot of it gets lost. Like I just saw one kind of curve around behind. But it should for the most part get collected.
It looks like they aren't orbiting for too long, since it seems to, if they hit somewhere on the walkway, they will just stop and then roll towards the collector. So it actually looks like it is picking up a lot of...
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, they kind of just beeline for it once they hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So while that's collecting, it actually puts it into, I think, my collector down there for my ship. Unless the refineries, of course, can take it. But while I was mining, the refineries were full. And I collected about... it's not much in there now. There was about 47K in there from about 3 trips with molar, I think I did. Or 3 inventories full of molar.
Oh, nice.
And if it does work reliably, we could open up our connectors and just poop it out while we're mining and hope that grabs it.
Yeah.
But yes, that's I guess that's it for down here. Shall we move on to something different?
Sounds like an idea. Do we leave this to collect or do we turn it off? I guess we turn it off.
Yeah, we could turn that off, I guess.
Bat's cave.
I had this moving forward. Huh.
We have a long list in the control panel.
Yeah. Groups are convenient until you have a whole screen full of them.
Yeah. I just 1.5 something. So let's see. Let's say.
My collector off. Or connector.
I think.
Or is it damaged?
Yeah, I think, our base is the minority. Like the actual base itself is the smaller part of the entire base altogether, with the GOD and hangar.
Oh yeah.
If I am making sense, I'm probably not.
Yeah, it's the smallest building where our assemblers are.
Yes.
All right. So we want to flesh out the Krill Grill area, continue kind of with what we have here, and flesh it out so it connects up with the hangar.
Yes.
I'm going to grab some steel plates.
That does sound like something convenient.
We were running low on construction components too, but I think we have a decent amount of steel plates. We have 15,000, so... And here we're only going to use light armor, I believe.
Yeah, there's no point in using the heavies over here. Let's see. Grab up blocks. There we go.
Okay. Alright. What are those? Should we try to make use of those grills again, maybe? They're always nice for detail. Those vents, those diagonal windows.
Yes.
Those look like grates. Okay. What do they take to start?
Interior plates. Yeah. Interior plate. I'm just bouncing. I think we're low on that as well, actually. No.
Yeah. Oh, we got...
Not really.
8,000, 9,000. They do go quickly, though, for the parts that do need them, it seems. Oops.
Yeah.
No, I hit the ship.
It's...
Move ship.
It didn't move.
Crazy. Oh, it's locked. That's why. Alright. So we did some pre-planning the other day on here, and we have a wall. I think we want the wall here. So we could probably put that in.
So this one right here?
Yeah, I think. If you're looking at the same wall.
Sounds like... Yeah. the one that you're building off. So I guess we just add the roof here as well. Do we want to do something with the roof, or do we just want to?
I don't know. Like we could try
flat out
have a window or of such, or this part. I don't know. It could be partially open and leads into the GOD upper area, and then this kind of goes over top of everything and seals it all in. So we could have like a partial wall and then almost like an exposed wall, like in a factory where you'd look up and see ducts and vents and stuff, but instead of the ducts and vents, we see the GOD stuff.
Okay, yeah. That's cool.
So maybe where this line that we put previously, we could get rid of and have just, I don't know how big of an area. Doesn't have to be big, or we don't have to have it at all. We could put windows here. It just might be a little odd because we'd have windows and then a space and then
where is here?
More windows. In this open area that we were just discussing. If we do an open area,
okay, so
or
this
if instead we do windows. If we did windows instead, it might look odd.
I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to.
It'd be like 2 layers of windows, I guess. Double pane.
Yeah. I'd say make some grates and stuff like that. Maybe leave it a bit opened.
Yeah.
Vents.
Okay. Do you want to work on that? And I'll work on this wall where the windows go. And I'll try to meet up with you. Sure. I'll work my way towards you. For this side, I'm going to just try sealing it in for the most part. We could add little details later if we can get the basic shape down, I guess. And this episode and the next, I think, we've run into a situation where we won't be able to record for a little while, so we're pre-recording some episodes. So at this point, we usually have a new update, but we're still in the previous update of 1.046, where we just got the sensor block. There's also a speculated hotfix coming out, which it probably already had by the time you see this video, but we don't have. So that might have fixed sensors and stuff like that, but as of recording this, they are not fixed, unfortunately. Well, maybe we can have a whole sensor episode where we go back and add sensors everywhere.
That would be really cool. But there's a lot to do with sensors.
Yeah, they do open up a lot of doors.
That was
terrible.
Wonderfully terrible. Let's see, can I do with this work? I want to see. Yeah, so if I put this here. Now, I don't have this sense of seeing things that's not there yet. Like seeing
he has
how
no imagination.
Oh,
he has no imagination.
I do. Kind of, maybe. Not. The imagination is poor.
I successfully built a flat wall. Okay, I'll come over here for the last little bit. We don't have too much time for this episode, I don't think.
No.
A little bit longer, so we'll try to get something going, and then we'll probably continue in the next one.
Yes.
Okay. So I got some slanty bits.
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of similar idea to the GOD.
Leave this vent open, do something similar on the other side, and then do a bulge in the middle, I think. A bulge that goes down into the room.
Okay. Sure, that sounds good.
Maybe put some ribs on that.
So we put this center line back in.
Well,
and then bring it down. I guess we don't have to bring it across, we just bring it down. Yeah. Okay, I'll let you put that in because you kind of got. Well, he doesn't have anything. He can't see it. He's no imagination. Shh. You know what you're doing, so I'll let you do that. Okay, I'll work on this back wall and tying in this cockpit area, I guess, or the control, not a cockpit, control room area for the grill crew and the hangar doors. And I'll bring that up, and I guess towards you. And I think this wall could be, for the most part, straight. Might add some changes later on, off camera.
You never know. Stuff like that do happen. Wait, that's
Usually.
the wrong block. Man, I've played like 1 hour in creative and I'm already used to it. To my hotkeys I have there.
That new delay, it makes it slightly harder to build, like place blocks quickly.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so there's that.
And why can't I place you?
Okay, let's get a ceiling going.
Apparently my energy is low. And it's really low. Wow. I'm gonna die in a second now.
Danger.
Danger, you are dead.
Pretty much gives you a warning when it's too late to do anything about it.
Yeah.
Unless you're right next to your ship.
Or you have shares for recharging your jetpack. Everywhere.
Yeah,
in this room.
that's true.
Just in this room.
Yeah, we should think of a spot for... I added a healing station or medical room down in the bat cave there. But this room would probably be a good place for it as well. Or for another one, that is.
I mean, we have died a lot of times here.
Yeah.
We do every time we build a new krill, we die 5 times.
Alright, what's happening here? Mimic that. Get Slenny. You calling Slenny?
I gotta be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing. Just so you know. So this might look horrible in the end.
Either way, it gives us a starting point. Shows us what we either like or don't like.
Ah, that's true.
If it is truly terrible, I don't know what to repeat. Okay, that should mimic that side, and then I can just put... So don't even have to fill in these, but I will anyway.
Lot of
Saving iron, not here. We waste resources. Okay.
It's a privilege to waste resources, and we have that privilege.
Excellent. Well, let's take a look at what we got, and then we might have to say goodbye.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so you got some cool little reverse ribs. Yeah, I like that.
There we go, the last.
We could try welding a little bit of it.
Yeah, I think if we can weld what we've done now and show off.
Yeah. All right, I'll scrap it.
Perfect. So, we did some welding, and what do you say we start looking at the wall? That's always fun. Fly outside, look at the wall.
Nice and clean.
So we did the roof of the control panel as well, added some on that. Kind of built in the wall to match the, or go into the GOD a little bit better. I think it's good. I think this block is colored wrong. There we go. That's much better. And
Joys of painting in this game.
yeah.
One wrong click, you're doomed.
Yeah, you've repainted everything. And then we have, what do we have? We did the roof. It actually turned out. I did change the edges here. These guys, whatever you'd call them, it went straight up first, and the hole was too big, and the walls were too flat. So this gave it the shape it needed. So I like
it looks
the
good.
roof.
I think it looks great. Yeah, it fits in. I think that's a good bottom to the GOD part.
Yes.
So yeah, I think that looks nice. So there's still some like detail work we'll have to do and fill in the little gaps and add a bit more detail. It's a bit boxy in this main room, but the walls are up, and once we get that in place, then we can kind of go back and add in the finer points. Like all this is kind of flat, but we'll deal with it.
Yes.
And then we still got to do this side and meet it all up and all that fun stuff, but that'll have to be for another day.
Another day. Another time.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Belong.
Adios.
Do we still have one of these seams? something else. Don't worry about that little guy. That's weird though. I wonder if the block behind it is painted a different color.
I'm not sure if I'm
Or
seeing
if-
what you're seeing.
Maybe not. Might just be texture. I think it is just texture. It's
Yeah.
like a white line on my screen.
Okay. Yeah, it's a texture. If I'm seeing the same. Yeah, it's scratches on in the paint.
Ah.
HD textures. Mmm.
Great up close. Terrible from afar.